Podcast. It's your boy Dark Side of Daryl. Space Ghost Gang, Yada, you know what I'm saying? Santee, South Carolina, finest Orangeburg County on. We back at it again. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this white chocolate no look past my co-host back on the other side of the camera.
Hey man, this your boy Mike, aka Booby, man, aka Choke Yourself, man.
Hey man, we may not always be right, we may not always be wrong.
But you're gonna always get our mom's opinion what we're speaking on.
Hey, with that being said, man, we're gonna start this off. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to my co-host again. We're gonna start off with a little bit of boxing, but we're definitely gonna get into this NFL preseason. But yeah, go ahead, Mike, man. Give everybody an observation of this Tank Davis thing that's going on,
man. Boxing. Anybody out there know me? I love sports. I love boxing too. Boxing is in the same predicament as basketball. What I mean by that is, when we came up, or when I came up, and probably you too,
yeah,
I came up watching Sugar Ray Leonard,
yep,
Marvis Hagler,
yep,
Tommy Hearns,
yep,
Roberto Duran,
yep,
the Pernell Whitakers, you know, the Vander Holyfields, the Sugar Shane Mosley, the Oscar De La Hoya. You know, I watched fighting when they fought.
Roy Jones, all that, yeah.
Yeah, the thing about those guys, they didn't. Somebody, and my homeboy Tate told me this, and I didn't think about this. When we came up, they had no WBO, WBC, IBF, IBO. They got like 99 different belts now. Back then, they only had 1 or 2 belts, and that you had to go get it.
Yep.
So now it's like this era of boxing, say Shakur Stevenson has a belt.
Yeah.
Tank Davis got a belt, but they're in the same weight class, but they both have belts. But they won't unify. They won't fight each other.
Yeah, unification.
Because it's like, I'm undefeated, you undefeated. I don't want to have a blemish, so I'm gonna fight everybody around so that I won't lose. I won't be undefeated. It's like, to me, losing a fight now is detrimental.
Yep.
You don't want to lose because you won't have that blemish. Tank Davis, everybody know Tank had a assault charge July 11th.
Yeah. And
he was supposed to fight Roach Part 2 August 16th. Now he has disappeared from the face of the earth. I just read where his daddy, Roach Sr., said they haven't heard from Tank Davis camp. They don't know if the fight is going to get rescheduled. They don't know anything. I'm saying all this to say this. All these fighters nowadays, they say they're so great. Tank Davis, the Shakur Stevenson, the Haney, the Timo Perez, all these guys that say they're good, fight each other.
Yeah.
Get in the ring and see, man, a mano who's better. Because I know for a fact at this point right now in boxing who the top dog is, and it's not even close, is Bud Crawford. Bud, he don't run from nobody. He don't. My thing is, Bud is like the old school, like we were talking about. What's Bernard Hopkins?
Bernard Hopkins,
guys, they don't like, they don't run from each other. He even going up in weight class 168 to fight Canelo. He fight Canelo September 13 or 14, somewhere up in there. But he's going. My thing is, he doesn't run from fights. And then I'm hearing Floyd Mayweather sitting there talking about, well, Ali got beat to somebody who had 7 fights. When he got older, he lost his leg. He's saying Roy Jones started losing fights when Roy Jones started losing legs. Quite naturally, when you lose your speed in your legs, you're going to start getting hit. But my thing is, these guys need to stop all this running, crying, and grip. Because Tank Davis, let's be all honest, if you watch boxing, Roach whooped his ass the first time. He took the knee, talking about he had some stuff in his eyes and stuff. Oh, you had something in your eyes. You had a damn glove in your eye. Like, that's what you had. Listen, all the damn, y'all had something in my listen.
Yeah, the glove in his eyes.
Didn't get penalized for it. He didn't get a point taken away, and then they're going to call the fight a draw. Now, you're supposed to fight this kid again. All of a sudden, you got an assault charge, and then ain't nobody seen you or heard from him in months. But people always want to say, the younger generation, Tank Davis wasn't the best. He wasn't the best. Man, miss me with that.
All the way,
miss me with that. So anybody watch boxing know that I love boxing. We'll talk about anything in sports. But I had to get that off my chest. Now we're going to end up going to football. So you can go ahead and be back to you.
Nah, man, I'm going to hop on a little bit more about that boxing too. Like how you said back in the days, these guys will always fight them, fight the other guys like the Marvelous Marvin Hagler, the Tommy Hitman Hearns, you know what I'm saying? Bernard Hopkins, the execution, all that. Back then, boxing was a sport, was an event. You know, everybody probably come together, put together their little $5 or $10, you know, pay that cable bill to get that, you know, to get that to streaming, you know, to come to the house, and hey, it's a party. You know what I'm saying?
$79.99.
No,
Yes.
hey, everybody come in, man.
$79.99. So everybody put their money together.
Yeah, everybody.
You made a good point. Who was the YouTuber? What's the YouTuber name? Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Listen, this how I know boxing has got so bad. You bringing a YouTuber to fight Mike Tyson, but it's stipulations. Mike Tyson can't really punish this kid like he wants to. Look at that fight again when Mike was fighting him. It was a couple times Mike wanted to hit him so bad, but Mike was like, nah, I can't do it. Listen, that's how bad you got what's my man to play? Nate Robinson was in the ring on Logan Paul.
Yep,
he didn't fight. You had Ocho Cinco in there trying to fight. Boxing has got so bad that you have celebrities and basketball players trying to fight, YouTubers trying to fight.
It's
instead
a circus.
of the guys that's really fighters
fight each other. It's a circus. It's an entertainment thing. It's a flash in the pan type thing where now it's becoming diluted. Like how you said, you got all these different belts and all these different things because there's so much money in boxing. And okay, well, since you want to fight my fighter, or you want to let my fighter fight, I'm gonna go ahead. It's equivalent to somebody said, man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go independent. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my own record label. Since you want to put me on a label, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Master P. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Suave House. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so many belts, because there's so much money in boxing, and now it's like I said, it got watered down.
Darryl, you just said it right. It's diluted. Yeah. It's not like a strong soda no more. It's diluted. Yep. You know, you take a soda, you open it up, and you put it out, but you don't put that top back on.
Yeah,
it fizzes out.
You don't let the fizz
That's how
out.
boxing is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's and when you finally see like when people are getting excited for Bud Crawford and Canelo when they fight, because though Canelo is a known, you got to whoop him.
Yeah,
and Bud don't run nobody.
Exactly.
This is probably the best fight we're gonna see in the last year or so.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember when we was growing up, you saw a great fight. You saw at least 4 or 5 great fights a year. Now you lucky to see a great fight every 2 or 3 years.
3 years, yeah, because it's so watered down. So with that being said, it's crazy, man. Yeah, but with that being said, man, like I said, man, we're gonna just go ahead and jump on to the preseason. You know, like you just told me just now, you know, they said Shedeur Sanders is gonna start, you know, this preseason game with the Carolina Panthers on Friday. I know everybody waiting to see that. You know, that's must see TV. Especially with you know, we here in Charlotte and stuff like that. Everybody feeling real good about how the Carolina Panthers and how the GM pick these players and stuff, and you know, through the draft and stuff, man. And we got some players in the draft, man, for real. We got some players, man. Dan Morgan did his thing. His team did his thing with these players that they picked. Everybody confidence level is up, you know, in the city of Charlotte. A lot of people been talking about the Panthers, man. Even me, you know what I'm saying? I never really talked about the Panthers because it was always a situation where they was always messing up. The GM, whoever was in charge, always picking these. Like, man, where you get these people from, bro? Who you got in the scouting on your scouting team that's actually doing the scouting? So, like how you say, when Dan Morgan came in there, man, and David Tepper hired him, and he stepped back and let Dan do what he wanted to do. We saw it when Dan his first with the Bryce Harper and the first couple of picks that he picked. Like, okay, Dan doing something. Now we really see him setting his imprint and his foundation on the team with this past draft. Like, whoa, okay, he really know what he doing. He got some players that he picked that nobody wasn't really questioning. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was saying, oh man, I like that pick. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody was like, man, why he picked that person? You know how back in the day, you know, when the Panthers picked somebody, they were like, oh, people like, man, why he do that? Or, you know, it'll be all on the little blogs and stuff like that. But the city looking forward to this game, looking forward to see what the Carolina Panthers got, man. And you know, you let me know what you think. What you looking forward to for this upcoming football season with the Panthers?
I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said about Dan Morgan, because we have said this a long time ago. He had when David Tepper took over and asked him to be the general manager, I'm quite sure they got behind the closed door, just them two. He probably told Tepper, only way I'm taking the job, just get out the way. Like you said, they took Bryce Young. That still was more David Tepper wanting Bryce Young, remember? Because that was up on another coach. I forgot the Frank Wright. That was Frank Wright wanted. Frank Wright wanted Stroud, and Tepper and everybody wanted They wanted they wanted Bryce Young.
Yeah.
So make a long story short, by that time they fired the general manager. That was Dan Morgan. So Dan Morgan's first draft was not this year, was the past year.
Previous year, yep.
In the past year, he kind of, I'm trying to think, you know, they got Jalen Coker undrafted.
Yeah.
They could get.
Yeah.
They got some players that play.
They got some players. Yeah.
But this year, I think what Dan Morgan did is, all I look at the Philadelphia Eagles, and there's two reasons why I'm gonna say this. Dan Morgan played the game at the highest level that could be. He went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He knows talent. He can see talent.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can't take a guy that just moved up in the ranks in your organization, hasn't played in the NFL. He's watched it, but he hasn't played it. It's a difference from sitting there taking a banker and bringing him over to be a general manager, or you having an ex-player becoming the general manager. A general manager, like you said a long time ago, the Panthers, like they lost their ways. Panthers always been known to get good on the first round pick. The second through the sixth, they'll be trashed out.
Yep.
The way you build your team is you got to hit on the different levels, second, third, fourth, fifth round pick.
Exactly.
Like this year, Jimmy Horn is a sixth round pick.
Yeah.
Jimmy Horn making big time noise in training camp.
Yep.
Coker, they found Coker off the streets. He didn't even get drafted, but he balled last year. Now you come back and this year you took Tech McMillan. They say he balling out first round.
Oh.
They say Nick Scorton. Nick Scorton, the defensive end from Texas A&M.
Yep.
Even the one from Ole Miss, Prince. I can't never say his last name. Humor, whatever name is.
Yeah.
They say them two right there gonna be dogs on the outside. Yeah. So I think what happened is Dan Morgan, he must have listened to you what you said. You kept telling me like, man, who's scouting these people in Charlotte? What they just looking on to now. It seems like, you know what? They said themselves, Dan Morgan probably said, you know what? I'm going out there. With the scouts. I'm going on nightcap. Him and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
He said, don't sleep on the Panthers receiver corps.
Don't sleep on them.
He said when this team turning around, he's gonna be the first one. He's gonna be the first one to say, I told y'all so. So I'm not, I have butterflies. This is the first time I had butterflies about the Panthers in about 5-6 years.
That's a good thing.
I'm gonna tell you the last time I had butterflies. But the last time I had butterflies, when they brought Cam back and Cam played that first game back home against Washington, I ain't gonna lie, I had goosebumps. I had my teeth on 100, and when he was coming out the tunnel, when he put that fist up, and I was like, goosebumps just came. I'm like, the icon is back. When he came back, but we lost, but he came back. This is the first time this year that I honestly say, you know, we got the Bryce Young, I think, from Alabama. Now, he know what he can do now, but they're surrounding him with weapons. Chuba Hubbard back there. You got another running back there. You got weapons around him. So I feel like Bryce can be like, I ain't got to force the ball to Thielen all the time. I ain't got to force him to get. I got receivers across the board.
They're not one dimensional.
So I'm excited too.
They're not one dimensional no more. So they can run the ball, they can pass the ball. We're gonna see how this defense stack up. You know what I'm saying? That's the big key. How the defense stack up. If they can stop
that's the biggest key.
Yeah, get these people, get them 3 and out, get them and get these interceptions, get these turnovers.
That's the biggest key right there.
But I think Dan, like you say, my man.
That's the biggest key. You said it right there.
And my man from Ole Miss. Think about what I've been telling you before. It's what school you go to. Sometimes it be the coaches, but it's how a program is. We know Texas A&M. Pretty much any school in Texas, they got them dogs in there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in that hot weather. Pretty much Texas is going to get a lot of players from in-state. You know what I'm saying? They may get a couple of Florida players, a couple of Georgia players, but mostly Texas players are from in-state. And we know Texas football that's all they live, breathe Friday Night Lights. You know what I'm saying? So they got some dogs out there, you know, in Texas. So and then they got the guy like you said from Ole Miss. It's hot down there, bean picking weather. Them dogs, hey, they used to that heat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you need that bean picking weather, man. You see what I'm saying? You got them dogs out there, bro. That's what you need, man. And hey, Dan Morgan, hey man, shout out to Dan Morgan, man.
You hit the nail on the coffin.
Yeah. Shout out to Dan Morgan.
But you hit the nail on the coffin. I'm not so much necessarily worried about the offense.
Exactly.
I'm not worried about the offense. I think the offense gonna put up points. The offense gonna, because you added weapons. The the last time. Now you bring a dead Brown back. That's like having another first-round draft pick back. He was hurt all last year. You bring him back. You ain't got reinforcements for the defensive line. So I'm at the point now. You said it just now, and I thought about saying, you're right, Daryl. If they can stop people get 3 and outs, put the ball back in Bryce Young and put pressure on everybody else, you can score on them. So guess what? It's easy to play defense. It's easy to play defense when you got a lead.
Yeah,
exactly. Had a lot of games last year with tight,
tight games.
Now you get a 14 to 70 point lead on somebody. You tell them, boy, it's like having pit bulls or a bull mastiff on the outside. When I let them chains go get them.
Go get them.
When you go get them, go get them. So I think that's going to be something. But at the same time, I am interested in seeing what Shedeur do. So in some ways, I'm pulling for my Panthers. Yeah. But in a lot of ways, I'm pulling for that kid too. Exactly. What his daddy just endured with the bladder cancer. Everybody doubting this kid. He got picked in the 6th round, I think.
The 5th round. Yeah, he got picked 5th round. Yeah. Yeah, he got. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it reconnect. We got a little problem, but don't worry about it. We're gonna keep on rolling. Just keep on saying what you're saying.
Huh?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It was reconnecting.
So
don't worry about it. My boy getting back on here. We had a little technical difficulties, man, but we're gonna keep on doing like how you were saying. I'm looking forward to seeing Shedeur Sanders do his thing, Even though I want the Panthers to look real good and show out for the city, man, I'm definitely looking to see what Shedeur Sanders do. Hoping that he look good. He may get, may play the whole first quarter, something like that. I just hope he, look good. But like I said, I definitely want our Panthers to go ahead and do what they're supposed to do too. So, it is what it is. I'm just waiting for my homeboy to see if he can jump back in here and reconnect, Hopefully that'll work out and stuff like that. But everybody in the city, man, city of Charlotte, man, that's looking forward to this preseason game on Friday. I know it's going to be a lot of people. I know it's going to be real packed. I know it's going to be a lot of stuff that's going on in the city, man. So we can't wait to see, see what happens next, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure y'all hit us up, man. Put something in the comment. Make sure y'all like, Just like the video. I know if you're watching, just like it so we can get on the YouTube algorithm. We're just trying to get our channel up and stuff like that. We're going to still give y'all great content, give y'all great effort, and continue to do what we do, man. Heck with my boy, I'm going to let him back in. Let's see what he at. Let's see if he can get back in. There you go. We back out again. Hey, I ain't never stopped talking, man. I kept it moving. Hey, man, we doing it live. We ain't pre-recorded. We ain't got no studio. Hey, we gonna keep it moving. We're doing it live with Memorex, man, with CD cassettes. We're gonna Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. No, it's still trying to reconnect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna jump back into it. It's still trying to reconnect, but I don't know what's going on. But I think my homeboy got a little bit of internet trouble. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all check us out, man. Share us with some people, man. Here we go again. Hey, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Hey, you can hear me? I can't hear you, but it is what it is. I can't hear you. Yeah, you got your Wi-Fi hooked up, right? Don't worry about it. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and end this, and then we'll come back. We're gonna just chuck up the deuces to everybody and say peace, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace out.